Shooting a little video. Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secretions. It's porno. No. Okay. Yeah, right. Exactly. And welcome to Overtime, brought to you by KingsCast at www.kingscast.net. I'm Keith Korneluk.
And I'm Chris Kalaszewski.
And the Kings are scary good on this almost Halloween. We returned to Staples Center. Ilya Kovalchuk was there. It is episode 76 entitled Nightmare for Kovalchuk. Experience!
For 2 months. Ilya Kovalchuk and the Devils are in town. It's Halloween, and we got Matthias Rosham night. I'm seeing the Kings blow this one out. 5-1 Kings. Huge game at Staples Center tonight. We had Kovalchuk and the Devils in town.
Awful Devils.
Oh, the awful Devils. Terrible. Which you're not going to hear any Kings fans crying about that. Obviously, we do not like Kovalchuk here. And Kings fans definitely let him know tonight. Obviously tried to acquire him in the offseason, but massive boos, I would say, tonight for Kovalchuk.
Rob Blake kind of boos, actually. Every time Ilya Kovalchuk touched the puck, he was booed incessantly. And you know what? I don't have a problem with it. I think kudos to Kings fans.
Yeah, exactly. But great game. Obviously a team that we knew we were going to beat. We knew it. Come on, let's be honest.
Oh,
we knew we were going to whip them up
Devils
tonight. Yeah, I mean, obviously they beat the Ducks last night, but please, that's not saying much. But Kings playing their game. And Keith, let's talk about the first line really quick. Obviously the line that's been sort of invisible this year, the line that we thought was going to make it happen. Line's a mess to me, dude.
All right, happy Halloween, Kings fans. It is 1-0 at the end of the first. The slowest first period in Kings history. So many stoppages. Kings are playing well. I like it. Great goal by Justin Williams. I'm saying we're going to blow it out as well. I'm saying 4-0 Kings. What? It is. I mean, Andrej Kopitar, of course, is, he's excellent, but you're only as good as your line mates, really. And he and Dustin Brown seem to have some chemistry that they had a few years ago, which is nice. But that first line left winger is something that we need badly. Brad Richardson, I like him, and he scored a hat trick, but, please, is he really a first line left winger? And Lokdianov experiment went bad. At this point, try Braden Shen maybe, but that first line's really not getting it done. But who is getting it done is the second line of Jarrett Stoll, Ryan Smith, and Justin Williams. Justin Williams looks awesome.
Yeah, same with Ryan Smith and Stoll. I mean, those guys are having a fantastic year so far. They're carrying this team, and now we talked about this before. I mean, they're really the first line. I mean, we can call Kopitar, Brown line the first line, but the first line it really is the second line. They're playing so well. I mean, goals for Williams and Stoll tonight. Smith was in there in the action. What a great line. You don't mess with that. You do not mess with that line.
No, absolutely. And let's talk about Justin Williams, who is in a contract here, coming off an injury, absolutely, and started the preseason looking like he was in a contract here. I mean, the guy already has a fighting major. He fought someone this year. Justin Williams. I mean, I would fight Justin Williams. I think I could probably win. And what's crazy is he has more fighting majors now than Kevin Westgarth.
I know, that is a little shocking. How many people thought that line would be producing the way they are? I mean, they're carrying this team. They're winning the games. And yeah, Brown has played well in the defensive zone. So Kopitar too. And, obviously Richardson is all over the place on the ice. But, yeah, just not getting it done scoring. And really didn't really have very many scoring chances, I thought. Yeah.
All right, Kings fans, so second period is over. Kings are up 3-1, and I like how their game's going so far. Kings are playing well in their own zone. Yeah, the first line's a little invisible, but I think we got this one. I'm still sticking with my 5-1. Go Kings.
So the power play, which has obviously been a nightmare so far this year of ghoulish proportions, has been stepping it up as of late and had another power play goal tonight, which was fantastic to see. So I like that's sort of kicking in again, definitely.
Yeah, the power play was terrible to start the year, and they must have performed some sort of exorcism because it is now back on. Okay. PK looks great. Power play looks fantastic. And the thing is, this team makes me nervous. Every time they come on the ice, but they always figure out a way to get it done. The team mentality that Dean Lombardi's been talking about forever is finally producing. We are now 8-3. We have 16 points. We're at the top of the National Hockey League.
Yeah, I mean, it's great. We're undefeated at home. Staples Center is becoming sort of a hard-to-play place, I think, for teams. And the Kings definitely rise to the occasion when they're in Los Angeles. So that's another great point. But 8-3, I mean, that's just where we want them to be right now. They're playing so well.
And that road trip, coming off of the road trip, the Kings were, or coming into the road trip, you know, you never know what's going to happen. They were on the road for, you know, a little while there and managed to have another winning record. The game against Chicago, which they lost, they did everything but score.
Yep.
The team has really come together. I think when we can find a first-line left winger, Chris, I really believe that this team will be in that elite status. Now, reports from Mike Brophy on Sportsnet says that Zach Parise is unhappy in New Jersey. Now,
of course he is. Yeah, why would we want to play there? They're terrible.
Who'd want to live in New Jersey in the first place?
Well, yeah, exactly.
You know,
Kovalchuk does.
Oh, Kovalchuk, yeah, for 17 years. There you go. But if Zach Parise becomes available and Dean Lombardi actually pulls off a trade, and we get Zach Parise, this whole Kovalchuk thing was absolutely worth it. The suffering through the summer waiting for him.
Hey, it sounds great. I mean, do you think Dean Lombardi actually has the guts to make something like that happen?
All right, so the Kings win 3-1. Ilya Kovalchuk a non-factor. Really liking this Kings team. We are 8-3. That's fantastic. Top in the NHL. Suck it, Kovalchuk.
Kyle Clifford and Braden Shen are now coming very close to their 9 games. And once they play their 9th game, they either need to stay with the team or go back down to junior. You know, I know Terry Murray is very happy with Kyle Clifford. I haven't seen a lot from him. I think he's a great prospect. I think he needs to go back. But the other person who's had some good games and some not so good games is Andrei Loktionov.
Well, I think it's time to experiment with Shen a little bit more. I say we put him on the left wing in the first line. Why not?
We've used everybody else.
Yeah, I think it's time. Loktionov, I'm sorry, it's not going to work out. I know there's a bunch of people out there who thought he was great. No, he's not a Scott Parse. No, he's not a Teddy Purcell, but I'm kind of sort of thinking he is. I don't know. I just don't think he belongs there. I think he's going to be back in Manchester, and that is my choice.
Yeah, the kid's got the talent, but he's shown us really nothing other than that one really cool goal that bounced off someone's skate, which may or may not have been an accident. But all right, so Chris, I want to talk really quickly. I have a bet with Dink from the Hockey Card Show.
Oh yeah, good show.
And Los Angeles Kings fans, if you have not watched the Hockey Card Show, you got to check it out. These guys do a great job reviewing hockey cards. They're also awesome guys. And they love to drink, which I can appreciate. Oh. Kings fans, so the bet is this. It's about defensemen and points. Talking about your top 2 defensemen on our team, which is Jack Johnson and Drew Doughty. And on the Detroit Red Wings, it's the very old Nicholas Lidstrom and Brian Rafalski. You combine the points from each defensive pair, and the one with the most points wins, and the loser has to drink the difference in shots.
Shots of Jaeger, I'm assuming, too. Those guys drink a lot of Jaeger, I think.
They do drink a lot of Jaeger.
Yeah. Yeah, good bet. I mean, obviously there's been injuries on both sides, so anything can happen.
All right, so cheers to you, Hockey Card Show. I look forward to winning that bet.
That's right, Kings fans. Tippecking is coming up again. Seems like we just did it not too long ago, but it is coming up again. Huge charity event for the Kings. We are credentialed because, come on, we're KingsCast, so of course.
Look at us.
Yeah, come on. Look at us. We are credentialed again, so we will have exclusive access to players. Hoping to get some funny quotes again. Talk to some of them, and yeah, it's going to be a pretty fun event.
So stay tuned. It is a great time to be a Los Angeles Kings fans. Just look at the standings. I'm Keith Korneluk.
And I'm Chris Kalazewski.
And thank you for watching Overtime by KingsCast.